Ross, what do you make of all this speculation? I mean, we've heard a million combinations about, who these companies should buy. Who do you think is a wise target for Apple?
Well, first of all, I was with some of the people who are working with Apple in video, and Apple is not buying Netflix. Apple's going all in on their own video platform, and they're making a lot of progress there. So what we really see Apple doing is more of these add-on acquisitions, because Tim Cook isn't the big, bold acquirer. He bought Shazam. I mean, this is very safe. So we see this continuing with Apple, and we don't see anything huge there. We think there's going to be a lot more consolidation in entertainment, though, around Netflix as more players come around and pick apart Netflix's business. But if anybody has something to worry about right now in Hollywood, it's actually Netflix.
And Ed, I have to think that Tim Cook and Jeff Bezos are sitting back laughing with all this advice that they're getting of what they should buy. What about, though, this? I mean, Gene Munster's point on Amazon buying Target is they realize that they've got to have this hybrid of brick and mortar and online.
Brick and mortar and online, I mean, he didn't put a percentage on that. He seems pretty definite it will happen, or at least should happen. I like that idea more for the pharmacy aspect. I think that's an area that clearly Amazon is taking steps into. At the same time, though, I don't know that they need all those locations. It's cheaper to just buy warehouse space directly and use that as a hub for all your deliveries. I think Target has a nice customer base, certainly. I think that's an appeal. But again, I think Amazon right now is in the business of going after logistics, going after sort of owning the infrastructure of both delivery and whatever sort of back end for all kinds of businesses. That's where they're really headed. Their marketplaces division is actually the faster growing part of their business.
You think logistics is more where they would be looking at acquisitions?
Right, and where it would be a smarter bet for them, right? Because again, it's how they're disrupting where delivery's going.
Does that mean the mega guys, or does this mean, now we of course know the president was sort of piling on the pressure about their reliance on the U.S. Post Office, so
right.
Are we talking about kind of smaller plays, or would they have to do something larger to get that last mile taken care of?
I think the last mile is a really hard nut to crack. One company that we've been reporting on at Recode is XPO, which is logistics for big, heavier items, luxury items. It's something that Home Depot has actually been looking at because it's a big part of their delivery infrastructure. And so it's also defensive. I think Home Depot is looking at it as a way to keep it out of the hands of Amazon. Again, that tells us how Amazon thinks about the delivery chain, where they need to own it. They can't rely on these third parties like the U.S. Postal Service or UPS or FedEx. They're going to use them the best that they can, but the more they control it, the more they can sort of deliver on their promise of 2-day for Prime, that kind of thing.
Ross, what do you think Jeff Bezos has up his sleeve right now?
Well, I definitely don't think it's Target, because I can't imagine why. They already have the Target customers, and Target, is a retailer. I can't imagine. What I think Jeff Bezos needs to focus on, if he's going to go into retail, is the niche retailer like the Whole Foods, and a company like Ulta Salons, which we own a little bit of stock in, is a perfect way if I want to get retail and get into a really profitable niche like beauty. And Amazon looks at like pharmacies, and I don't love that business as much as the beauty business. Really good business to get in. Now, that being said, I don't think that's their direction moving forward. I really think Amazon could do a lot more with fintech, and I think with Bitcoin, and if Amazon takes cryptocurrencies as a payment, it will be the biggest game changer for Amazon of any decision they ever make. So I think that's what Amazon needs to think.
For everybody in crypto?
For Amazon and everybody in crypto, because the future of money is global and digital, and if you think about it like that, and Amazon wants to dominate the globe, why not incorporate this before PayPal does? So maybe they need to look at payments and systems and logistics more than I'm going to buy another retailer and lose money.
What do you think?
I think payments is definitely the way to go. I don't know that crypto isn't a form of payment, really. It's a store of value. That's just the way it's been going, not just for Bitcoin, but all of the forms.
It is a form of payment.
Well, I don't know anyone wants to buy or sell things in Bitcoin right now, just given the way that it's fluctuating relative to the dollar anyway. So I do think blockchain.
Well, that's what people said about the internet 20 years ago.
No,
we'll see. We'll see where
I mean, you have to.
No one wants to buy or sell things in Bitcoin.
To do anything in Bitcoin.
Right. Just remember that credit card companies. Credit card companies make 3% off of every transaction in the world. This is a monopoly that needs to change, and that's what crypto's about. And I think if you really think about it, if Amazon charged 1% and took crypto, there's a huge opportunity there for them.
I'm not sure equating this with the internet 20 years ago is your strongest argument right now, Ross, knowing how it all shook out 20 years ago. But at any rate,
one area though for both Amazon and Apple,
similar to the internet.
Go ahead, Ed.
One area I think, at least for both Amazon and Apple, I think video content is definitely an area they're both wanting to bulk up in. And I think, in terms of acquisitions, I think production houses, whether it's a Lionsgate or some kind of partnership with the Sony or Paramount, I think is a better route for that. Instead of owning like a Netflix where you're just buying into a smaller distribution channel, Apple already has a much bigger distribution channel through their Apple ID and through
I
all
will
their
say,
devices.
Ross, you must have made hearts at Visa and MasterCard flutter with that Amazon crypto.
Absolutely. They should be fluttering. They should be worried.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.